Christmas in Lithuania touches many lives in the Chicago area. Thousands here have strong ties to their mother country, and they remain strong. And some have set up bilingual hotlines to provide news and dispel rumors. Channel 5's Marianne Ahern has that story.
Lithuanian Hotline, labas.
It's a clearinghouse of information. Bilingual volunteers pass on the latest word from Lithuania to concerned callers.
I'll give you the news update that we received.
Chicagoans with ties to Lithuania worry the Soviets' plan to throw out foreign journalists will cut off their link to their relatives.
They don't want any witnesses. So now if they're asking the news people to leave when their visas expire, who knows what's going to happen afterwards. It's like the Soviets have a chokehold and they're slowly making it tighter.
At the Lithuanian hotline, they're encouraging callers to petition their congressman for action. Despite the Soviet Army's increased presence, President Bush's policy is hands-off.
We're all thoroughly disappointed with President Bush. There's no question about that. I know that there's major considerations. We're 3.8 million in terms of population. Compare that to Poland or any of the Eastern European countries or East Germany. We have some difficulties there.
Chicago's Lithuanian ties are strong. That's why they bought this seminary and reopened it as the World Lithuanian Center, a place for the third and fourth generation to carry on Lithuanian traditions. Not only do their parents teach them to speak Lithuanian fluently, they hope their children will one day visit a free nation.
And I think it's very important for Mr. Gorbachev to realize that it would be to his advantage to let Lithuania go, because that would prove to the world that glasnost and perestroika is for real.
The Lithuanian hotline phone number is 708-257-6777. It operates from 9 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. Marianne Ahern, Channel 5 News.
More than 80,000 Lithuanian natives live in the Chicago area. Many are expected to attend a rally this Friday at the Daily Center.
The Lithuanian World Center was bustling with activity as dozens of volunteers manned this phone bank. This is the Lithuanian Hotline, a vital information link between Chicago's Lithuanian community and their homeland. The hotline serves two purposes. It's a clearinghouse for news from Lithuania, dispelling rumors and misinformation. But these volunteers are also trying to prove that the pen in its 1990 form can be mightier than a superpower sword.
We're getting faxes from, one, our consulate in Washington, D.C., two, with the Lithuanian Information Service and the Lithuanian Information Center, which are the two bureaus in Washington and New York City. Both of those are also on fax with Lithuania.
When Bill Lindraitis came to this country, she left many of her relatives behind. So the hotline for her is a two-way street.
Well, we did talk to one relative in the city of Kaunas last week, and she said everything is calm, that they're really trying to take it easy, not to get upset, not so that any violence doesn't arise. But we know that they're worried, and we're very worried for them.
And tomorrow, Chicago's Lithuanians move from the phone banks into the streets with a rally to push our government to officially recognize Lithuania's independence. And as you can see from some of those placards, they won't settle for anything less. Al Waters, Fox 32 News, Lamont.
Rosenthal has the night off. An estimated 1,500 people gathered during a rally at Daly Plaza this afternoon in support of independence for Lithuania from the Soviet Union. The demonstrators urged President Bush to take a stronger stand against the Soviet Union, which is blocking Lithuania's efforts towards self-determination. More on the story now from Jim Ramsey.
The cry for freedom in Lithuania has echoed across the ocean to be heard at the Daly Plaza. Beneath a sea of Lithuanian flags and posters, a call was issued for the recognition of Lithuania as a free republic, in spite of Soviet efforts to keep the nation under the red flag.
We've got people from other captive nations, the Ukraine, Estonia, Latvia, Poland, any nation that's been subjugated to communist rule. A lot of their members are here today.
Hopefully, our brothers and sisters in Lithuania will see this and take heart that they are not being abandoned.
Among the speakers at the rally was the Consul General of Lithuania and Illinois Congressman Richard Durbin.
As it has for half a century, the United States holds the lifeline to Lithuania. If we loosen our grip, if we let go, the dream of a free Lithuania could escape and fall for another 50 years. We cannot let that happen.
Although the rally was peaceful, a heckler threatened to disrupt the comments of Senator Paul Simon.
I am pleased to see all of you here.
You voted against the Helms resolution. You're a liar. You're the kind of guy who wants war.
If you will just
voted against the Helms resolution.
Once the heckler was removed, the crowds treated Simon warmly.
We have never recognized the Soviet occupation from day one. We do not recognize it now.
More than 1,000 posters could be seen around the plaza, many of them critical not only of Gorbachev, but also President Bush.
Well, I'm figuring Bush is a nice man and everything, but he don't have no guts, no backbone.
I honestly believe that Lithuania is, in spirit now, independent. Politically, we're looking for President Bush to support that.
But while the signs and placards show anger and frustration, the faces of those present show excitement. Excitement that a new day has already dawned in Lithuania, whether Gorbachev likes it or not. From the Daily Plaza, Jim Ramsey, WGN News.
On recognizing Lithuania was answered by chants Friday in Chicago, home to the world's largest gathering of Lithuanians outside that Baltic Republic. Jeff Flock reports.
Lithuanian Hotline, labas.
The Lithuanian Hotline has truly been hot lately. This is where the nation's Lithuanian Americans get information about their homeland.
Transportation is still moving normally.
It is where they put pressure on politicians.
President Gorbachev and President Bush.
And it is where they mobilize for their latest show of force.
The bus is leaving at 2 p.m.
About 100,000 Lithuanians and Americans of Lithuanian descent live in and around Chicago. That makes it the largest such enclave in this country and the largest anywhere outside Lithuania itself. The members of that community came out in force to both show support for their countrymen and to put pressure on Washington.
Lithuania has waited for 50 years for freedom. What is wrong with recognizing this tiny little country the size of West Virginia?
Such passion is not uncommon here. Lithuanian nationalism starts young here in the Chicago suburbs at this school. Even the 4-year-olds know what's going on in their homeland.
They're being not nice to Lithuania. They want to be free.
These two women grew up in that same environment. Now college students, they are helping on the Lithuanian Hotline.
It's a wonderful feeling just trying to help out from now. Actually, we've been raised to, for this moment we've been waiting for, is just to work and help the freedom for Lithuania.
Now, with that freedom within their grasp, they are doing all they can, thousands of miles away, to help their countrymen back home. I'm Jeff Flock, CNN, in Chicago.